This is the age-old debate, grass-fed versus grain-fed.
Have supermarkets missed the mark now with mass producing to the point they've lost so much quality?
This is the moment of truth.
In today's video, we are on a mission to find out who has the better steaks. Is it supermarkets or is it butchers? Last week we made the supermarkets all verse each other, but today Woolworths, Aldi, Coles and IGA will all be going head to head against one locally owned family butcher. Our cut of choice today is a Scotch fillet. Let's begin with the price points. Our Woolworths cut is 170 grams, coming in at a total price of $9. Our Aldi cut is also 170 grams, coming in at a whooping price of $7.49. Our Coles steak is 375 grams with a price point of $25. IGA is 340 grams with a price of $20.40. And our cut we're going to get from the butcher is 308 grams with a price of $18.24.
All right, boys, we're here at Harmer Family Meats. We're going to head on in, meet Greg, and find out what's truly better. Is it supermarket or butcher steaks? Alrighty, guys, we're here at Harmer Family Meats. The man, the myth, the legend. We're here with Greg. Greg, how are we?
G'day, Andrew. I've had the butcher shop here now for 5.5 years. I've had a long, extensive career in the meat industry, working from the shop floor, in the corporate offices, now to running my own shop.
So what we're going to be doing, I've ripped all the labels off these steaks. I'm going to put them on a table. Greg's going to go through and try and guess what steak is from what supermarket. Then he's going to break each steak down, explain what he thinks of the quality, if he thinks it's a good steak, and then we'll compare it to one of Greg's steaks. That's where the pressure's going to come on, and we'll see what's truly the best. Then we'll cook it up and we'll go from there.
Holy shit, what's that?
So let's begin. Let's start over here. Feel free to touch it, do whatever you want to do to go through your check, and tell me what supermarket you think this steak is from.
I'm thinking that's an IGA. While I'm doing that, probably the portion size. It's actually not too bad a quality. It does help that it's only in a matte form, which is the modified atmosphere packaging. So it does retain a bit of its own color.
This here is IGA. So you got that one bang off the rip correct. The next steak we got is this sucker over here. What are we thinking?
I don't know who'd want to buy that. It's been in its vacuum sealing. I'm just waiting to see if it actually blooms up a bit, because once they come out of that vacuum packaging, it should brighten up a bit. There's not much fat to it. It's cut really thin. Good for a family. It's good for a steak sandwich. I'm going Woolworths.
Correct. That there is a Woolworths steak. Bang on the money.
Right off the bat, that's Aldi.
Yeah, that's Aldi. Then that leaves us one.
Coles.
Tell us a little bit about your steak. Let's dive into your steak.
I run 2 different types of steaks in my shop because you can never cut enough carcasses to get enough rib fillet, rump, porterhouse to satisfy the public. So this here is actually a piece made by Kilcoy Pastoral Company, 100-day grain fed. You'll find most meat in butcher shops in Australia is got a level of grain feeding. I work on the basis, same as babies, fed is best.
Yeah.
A well-fed animal will actually taste better. Whereas if you don't feed it properly, you'll get this purple and yellow meat that you'll never want to eat. But it goes good in McDonald's hamburgers. The Australian beef industry is quite interesting because there's probably more cattle in Australia than there is people. Australia is the second largest exporter in the world, so there's only Brazil and Argentina apart from us that actually have the capability of sending meat across the world.
Where did it go so wrong for these supermarkets? Why have we got something like this that's a Scotch fillet, it's a great cut? Why compared to this butcher grade? Like, look at the difference here. Why is that?
That just mystifies me for Woolworths. It feels like it's a lower grade cut for some strange reason, which doesn't make sense. Could be their market value. See, really it's a muscle confirmation thing. It's just not well fed.
Have supermarkets missed the mark now with mass producing to the point they've lost so much quality, or?
This is something I've been pondering this year. I've been there when they're processing the Coles and Woolworths animals. They aren't bad animals. It's just, why do they not taste right? And I've reminded myself the one thing that we can't measure at an abattoir is taste.
We can today.
We will today.
All right, well, off the rip, we're going to begin with a raw ranking. So I want you to go through. We're going to leave your steak to the side. I want you to go through and rank what you think is the best from 1 to 4 out of what we got before we cook it. And then we'll see if that ranking correlates once they're cooked. What do we got coming in at first place?
I honestly think it's going to be IGA.
IGA.
I honestly think it will be IGA. I would like to say Coles because it is Coles' finest, but I think IGA will just pip it just. Your Aldi will come in after that. First, second, third, fourth.
You know what's crazy about that? My last video I did the other week on the eye fillet, that was exactly my rankings. It was IGA, Coles, Aldi, Woolworths.
That IGA steak there's a surpriser. It's got the right size of it, so you can keep it thick and it's of good quality. Finest definitely has ranking in there. It's definitely a level of grain feeding. Most product needs to be aged for at least 14 to 21 days.
So that's how Aldi advertise their steaks. Aldi is the only one out of all of them that advertise their steak as 21 days aged.
You don't want to be doing anything less than that, because even my wholesalers really hate it when they supply something that doesn't have appropriate age. Like the carcasses that I get in from Howard usually has had a week's worth of aging before it even gets to me. I can keep it for up to another week myself.
Well, that's some good insight on the background of the industry. We've done a raw ranking. I think now we just salt and pepper these up.
I like to cook with just salt and pepper. I figure if you're using anything more than salt and pepper, you've got the wrong steak.
All right, well, let's cook these up. Which one do you want to start with, or are we just going to chuck them all on there? How do you want to do it, Greg?
Well, to give Aldi and Woolworths a chance, we might need to cook these other steaks for a few minutes first.
Yep.
I'm always a slow cooker. I'd rather cook it slow to start with and take longer. My only thing is I love cooking at home on gas, so I'm going to try and make the best of this with my electric fry pan. What I've always been told, turn once. Cook on the one side until you start to see the moisture bubbling up through the meat.
That's
There's nothing like cooking steaks in a butcher shop. The only thing better than cooking steaks in a butcher shop is cooking bacon.
Oh, you got some good bacon in the cabinet. We might have to chuck some on too. And maybe one of those punted eggs.
Well, that's what your Sunday morning's for.
This is beautiful. This has got me excited, Greg. But look at the colour. Can we get a close-up? Look at the colour of the butcher grade steak compared to these supermarket ones we have here.
I know it's part and parcel with the fact that we're fresh cut and it hasn't been in vacuum packaging. I encourage any customer, if they can get what they want at a butcher shop. We're not a supermarket.
Yeah.
We are humans here, and you can talk to us and tell us what you want and we can do it. That's the service that used to be there at a supermarket.
The supermarkets, true or false, used to have in-house butchery.
They used to all have in-house butchers.
So why did they change that?
To save money. They would like to think that they've simplified everything and standardised, make everything more cost effective, but I think it's lost some of the art of butchery. Just starting to get ready to flip those IGA steaks.
All right, I'm curious to see what we're going to look like here. Oh, that's formed a nice little crust there. Can you let us know what cut of the cow does the Scotch fillet or the rib fillet come from?
The muscles that form the rib fillet, the porterhouse, and the chuck roll from your rolled roast are actually all the same muscle. It starts up in your neck, goes all the way down to your tailbone. The last part is your porterhouse. The middle bit is your rib fillet, and the top bit is chuck roll. That's another way you can play games with it, is by where you cut the rib fillet. Most people try to cut the rib fillet longer to make more money.
You're really spoiling us today, Greg. You're giving us all this knowledge, you're cooking us some steak.
The most important part, rest it.
So that's IGA, that was
Woolworths. This is Aldi.
Aldi, Coles, your steak. Now IGA was the winner last time. Beautiful, thank you. Quite a chewy cut, really, eh?
Definitely appears different than what it looked.
My cut was actually quite gristly.
So it should be interesting. This is the age-old debate, grass-fed versus grain-fed. Aldi is generally a grass-fed product, and they use slightly older animals.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to consume, less gristly, less chewy.
It definitely is.
Flavour, eh?
But I think that's your classic grass-fed versus grain-fed.
So far for me, I would choose the Aldi over the IGA. That's me personally. What do you think?
Definitely, the IGA looked more impressive than what it's tasted.
I agree.
We're going to go Woolworths first.
That's one I'm not excited for.
I don't know how to make this one better.
You can't polish a turd.
But it's surprised you.
Wow.
It's definitely been aged to the right amount. That's what saved it, is its aging.
Putting all the visual appearance aside, it wasn't chewy, it wasn't gristly. Again, it had that nice flavour. Yeah, that's actually, I'm quite impressed by that Woolworths cut.
That's what I said. I was ready to question that one, but the Woolworths system did do its thing.
Alrighty, Coles.
It's got the tenderness.
That is a really nice cut for me. For me, that is my favorite so far. This is the moment of truth. Is the butcher steak better than supermarket? Let's see. Okay, that's not even a question. This is unreal. I'm not just saying that.
I think I could taste the fact that the Coles one is good, but you can taste the mass production in it.
Again, that's still a close contender. I don't want to disregard the Coles. That was still a close contender.
And I was going to say, even on visual appearance, Woolworths is actually ranked a lot better. It's still an all right product considering what it looked like.
For me, it would go the butcher steak, Coles, I would say Woolworths surprisingly. I would throw Aldi in there, and then I'd actually put IGA last, which it won the last one, so I'm very surprised to say that.
I think it goes mine.
Of course it does.
I have to say that. I reckon Coles, I'd actually say Aldi just got it over Woolworths in terms of between visual appearance and flavour.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then yeah, IGA surprised me because it looked like such an attractive option.
So I think all in all, to conclude today's experiment, go and support your local butcher. Greg, thanks for jumping on today. Really appreciate the time. And guys, support all your local butchers in the area. Don't worry about the big guys. Come in, get a good quality steak.
It's the age-old use us or lose us.
And I like that, because if you don't support your local butcher, like you said, then that's it, right? So